Hello there. So, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is the remake on the PS5 coming out. The launch trailer is out. We're going to give it a watch. I am very excited for this game. If I could tell you the amount of hours that I sunk into that game on the PS2, it was the PS2. Wow, that was a long time ago. I sunk a lot of hours into this game as a kid because the amount of shenanigans that you could get up to in this game was insane if you just like played it for fun rather than trying to complete the story. I was like that. I'd like explore every corner of a game when I was younger. No internet, you know, that kind of stuff. So let's get into it. Oh my god, look at this.
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose.
This looks so good.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. She'd double-cross us like this.
We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength. An
This looks so good.
Card with enough power to bring order to the world.
And I don't think Metal Gear Solid games
Nothing like that.
either
For 10 years,
get
we
enough
lived
credit
together. You couldn't
for
possibly
their story.
understand.
And you think you can kill her now?
Hey, don't you go getting any funny ideas.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy.
What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country
Ugh.
or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
It looks just how I
You
remember it.
don't know the truth.
Weirdly.
But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me.
Oh no, not that scene.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
You're a
Damn,
soldier.
look at the boss.
Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. I've been waiting, Snake. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
I hope there is no cut content. Your mission, eliminate your mentor. It's coming out, like, I think it's next week. I'm definitely getting it. I have such a, like, place in my heart for this game. It's weird because I remember it looking like that when I was younger. And I imagine if I went back and looked now, it would not be the same. I think this is going to be the one reason that made me very happy that I bought a PS5. Because right now I'm a little bit upset about buying one because I feel like you get more value for money with the Xbox. However, I think right now this is only on PS5, from what I can tell here. So, there is that. I don't know why they've done that though in 2025, because obviously, I feel like gaming should be for everyone, not just isolated to consoles. Leave the console wars back in the 2000s. Look how good Snake looks, like, holy moly. The texture on the hair and everything is fantastic. I know this story so well, and it's just an amazing story. The writing in the Metal Gear games is something you just don't find anymore. I'd like to say this was probably Hideo Kojima at his peak when he was making these games. I've looked at Death Stranding, I don't really fancy it, so I'm hoping for a new project soon from Hideo Kojima that I can finally get my teeth into again. However, the Metal Gear games were like some of his best work, in my opinion. The end is here. I hope they've cut no content because there is a part in the game where you can end this boss preemptively before the boss fight even begins. Like, you think back to the PS2, it was very limited hardware, but in Metal Gear games, there were so many alternative ways to deal with situations you just don't find anywhere else at that time. Like, this guy rolls up in a wheelchair for a meeting with like another peer, and you can snipe him before anything and end him, right? Which is funny because it's called The End. And then when it comes to the actual area where you're supposed to have the boss fight with him, they replace that boss fight area with just some like grunts and stuff that you've got to beat up. Whereas if you don't end him, then you get the boss fight. You can do both ways. It's so cool. Now, Volgin here looks amazing. I remember being terrified of Volgin as a kid because he just asserted dominance. He was like a walking tank, and he's one of those big bad guys and all that. When you think you beat him, he comes back. But you know what? There used to be a lot of games like that. You used to beat the boss, and then he'd come back, and then you beat him again, and he'd come back. I feel like a lot of the games used to do that. I think Resident Evil games used to do that a little bit as well. But I kind of miss that trope a little bit. maybe I've not played enough games recently where that trope's been put into it, but where you think you finally beat the big bad, and then he comes back even stronger. And I don't mean like an as Elden Ring kind of style where you beat the boss and then phase 2 starts. I don't mean like that. I mean as in you continue with the story, and then all of a sudden he pops up out of nowhere and tries to whoop your ass again. And Eva as well. Oh man, I think we all know Eva was a bit of a heartthrob for a lot of the people playing the game back then. I wonder if there's going to be any cut content, because there was a few debatable moments in Metal Gear Solid 3 involving Snake watching her get dressed and stuff. It was okay. I don't know. Back then it weren't looked upon as in like weird, but now I think there's more of a critical eye on them kind of things. So I wonder if some of the content's been removed for that purpose. If it stays redundant, whatever. And then you've got the prison scene here. Now, the moment before the prison scene, I think there's a little scene a bit later on, that stuck with me a lot when I was younger. And I'll get into that in a moment. But this prison scene with this character here with Johnny, it's just funny. I feel like the Johnny trope is the comedic relief in the Metal Gear games, and it doesn't fail to meet expectations. There's another like full view of Eva. The detail on the face is amazing. Wow. If I remember correctly, these guys were called the Cobra Unit. Am I right? It has been a long time since I've played. So there's this guy here. Was he called? It was something to do with Venom? Or like Viper? I don't know. Oh man, I really need to play this. I can't wait to like just get back into it and then get that knowledge back that I've lost over the years. There's something. The Pain? No, the Pain is the other one. Is this guy the Pain? Or is the Pain the one with the Hornets? Also got Major Tom here. I love the kind of like Spec Ops theme to this. That's kind of a big part of why I love this game as well. Also got the Sorrow here. I'm wondering if they'll flesh out the Sorrow story a little bit, but if it's a like frame for frame remake, then it'll be alright. I feel like the Sorrow needed a bit more time. I don't know, maybe it's because I was young when I was playing the game. I couldn't really observe too much because my mind was just so like, I couldn't understand a lot of things as a kid. So maybe now I play the game as an adult, I'll understand a lot more. I can't wait. Okay, this is the scene that I was talking about before, the prison scene where she's got the blade to him. If you've never played this game before because you weren't there when it came out, or you just haven't got around to it, I won't ruin this for you. This is the most like heart-pounding gaming moment I think I've ever experienced in my life. This scene right here, I can't wait to relive it. And then this area here, I can't wait to do the boss battle here. This was quite tricky on the PS2 because she blends in with the background. She's got a white uniform on under here, and when you're trying to do combat with her, she blends in pretty well. It's an interesting boss fight. So yeah, I am very excited. I'll be getting this next week. I might even live stream it after certain streams, so I'll be playing Dead by Daylight and all that kind of business, and then I might hop onto this for an hour or two. If not, I'll probably record it at some point because, oh my god, I can't wait to get into it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited? Are you getting it ASAP? I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.